Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am back filming downstairs with the boys awake. They're currently playing with some instruments. If you hear some noise in the background, you know what the deal is. I actually asked you guys on my last sit down video if you like this more relaxed style of video with the boys in the back, and a lot of you guys said you did. Hi. A lot of you guys said you did, and today was a perfect opportunity to film like this again, since today I will be sharing with you guys the boys' 15-month update. Hi Benny, what's wrong? The boys did have their checkup yesterday, so they are a little fussy and uncomfortable from the vaccines that they received at their doctor's appointment, so they might be extra clingy to me or just whining in the background, but I hope you guys can understand. And I moved my camera oh, can you reach it? No. I moved my camera further back this time in hopes that they don't touch it. You might just have to look at their heads and listen to my voice at some point if they decide to stand here. I'm kind of going to just let them do their own thing throughout this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to just jump right into it. So I brought the little blue notebook back. I was using this for a long time for pregnancy updates and the boys' monthly updates, and I lost it, but I found it again. And so I've written down a bunch of talking points in here. I also asked you guys over on Instagram if there's anything that you guys would want me to address in the boys' updates. So I have that stuff in here, and we're going to just jump right into it. Okay, so boys, we need to back up a little bit so they can see mommy. Huh. Okay, so we're going to start with what we talked about at the boys' doctor's appointment yesterday with growth in terms of height and weight. Ben weighs 25 pounds and 14 ounces, and Jack weighs 25 pounds and 4 ounces. And I can almost swear to you that Ben was at least 2 pounds heavier than Jack. He feels so much heavier. I think the weight is just distributed a little different on them, considering there's only a 10-ounce difference. But the boys are both just about 33 inches. Ben is 32 and a half, and Jack is 33. And so in the past 3 months, the last time we went was for their 1-year checkup. In the past 3 months, they've only gained 1 pound, which is fine. Usually babies tend to level off around this time, but they did shoot up like 3 inches, 3.5 inches, which is amazing. And they're in the 85th percentile for height. And I think Jack's in like the 75th for weight, and Ben's in like the 85th for weight. Yes, baby. But nonetheless, they are high in the percentiles for height and weight. Hi, baby. Moving on to how the boys eat. I do get a lot of questions about how the boys eat and how I get the boys to eat and introducing new foods and things like that. And I am planning on filming a first-time parent Q&A where I'm going to go more in depth about how I made decisions about these kinds of things. But to give you guys a rundown, the boys up until today were still taking 2 bottles a day using a transitional sippy cup. They got 6 ounces in the morning when they woke up and 6 ounces before bed. But since their weight gain is fine and it's not like they're taking this milk to sustain them, the pediatrician, I know, Bubby, don't touch brother's head like that. The pediatrician actually advised us that we could stop their milk feedings if we wanted to. And so this morning the boys did not get any milk right when they woke up. I just gave it to them in a straw sippy cup with breakfast, and they had like 2 ounces each. She said just to make sure that I'm giving them enough dairy so that they get their calcium intake. But we are going to continue with the 6-ounce bottle transition sippy cup at night for like another week or 2, and then we plan on cutting that out as well. And of course the boys eat 3 meals a day. Before today, breakfast was at about 8, lunch at about 11, 11:15, and dinner at about 5:30. But because they didn't get their milk right when they woke up this morning, we bumped breakfast up to about 7:15. And the boys get 1 set snack a day after their nap. Of course, if I'm eating something and they want some of it, or if I see that they're fussing a little bit and I need to kind of keep them awake or keep them entertained, I'll throw a little snack at them. Going to the doctor's office, going to the supermarket, just getting out of the house, I always have snacks on me, since that is what tends to keep them the happiest the longest. So 1 set snack a day. It's usually like a granola bar with applesauce or a yogurt, something like that. But they get like mini snacks throughout the day. But like I said, 3 meals a day. And the boys are drinking about 4 to 8 ounces of water. It really depends on the day. If I have their sippy cups around them, they'll drink it more. But if I forget to bring them in the living room for quite some time, they will drink a little bit less that day. Someone asked about transitioning to whole milk off of formula. We did that around 11 months. I think I talked about this in the boys 1 year update. I will link it up here for you guys to check out. But we just did it gradually where we started to split bottles, like 6 ounces of formula, 2 ounces of milk, and bumped up the milk and decreased the formula until the bottle was all milk. And the boys took really well to it. They're still taking whole cow's milk when they do get their milk, and they don't seem to have any issues with it with their stomachs. For the boys' favorite foods, I thought I would mention this. Both of them are obsessed with avocado. I can hands down give them avocado with every meal, and I know it's the one thing that they're going to eat and love. Jack loves cheese. Ben's a little bit iffy about cheese lately. I have to give it to him like mixed in, like if I make him a grilled cheese, a quesadilla, cheesy eggs, he'll eat the cheese then, but if I just give him like a cut up Baby Bell, he will not eat it, but Jack will. Okay, so moving on to sleep. You want this one, Benny? Where are you going? Hi. Moving on to sleep. So if you guys are caught up with our vlogs, you would know that I've mentioned here or there that we've tried to transition to 1 nap, went back to 2, went back to 1, went back to 2, but we have successfully transitioned to 1 nap, and this time around it has been so much easier. Ben was showing clear signs of wanting to transition. He actually was resisting his second nap. Hi, baby. A few times in the week leading up to the transition, and he transitioned flawlessly. Jack, since he wasn't all that ready for the transition, he still has his rough days. I can get them to go about 5 to 6 hours in the morning as their wake window, and then again 5 to 6 hours in the evening. Optimally, it would be 4 to 5 hours in the evening, but if they're not napping until 2 o'clock, it is more towards the 6-hour mark. And Jack, sometimes I need to go on a walk in the morning to help him, you know, hold over until the nap. But on most days, if they sleep till 6, I can get them till about 11:45, 12. And then, like I said, Ben would nap a lot longer. I do have to wake him most days because Jack wakes up earlier, and like Jack will wake him, or I just want to keep them on the same schedule. But Jack's at about an hour and a half consistently. Some days it is 2, some days it is 3, but there's like an hour and a half that we are very consistent with their naps. So if I put them down at 12, that's about 1:30, and then 5 hours from there is 6:30. We'll start the bedtime routine. They'll be in bed by 7, asleep by 7:15. Last night they racked out at 7 o'clock because they woke up at 1 o'clock from their nap. But we are aiming for a 7:15 bedtime, an 11:45, 12 o'clock nap, and early morning wakings really have kind of gone away for the most part. We're at about 1 to 2 times a week that they're waking up early. Before this, it was like more often than not they were waking up early. But the boys now wake up anywhere between 6 and 7. They've been doing really well with sleeping in the past few days. Ben has slept till like 6:45. Jack woke up early this morning, but I think that's just because he is healing more, and like I said, the shots that they got yesterday. I wanted to quickly mention here, since I forgot, that the boys have 4 teeth on the top and Ben has 2 on the bottom, and Jack is cutting his 3rd bottom. I plan on filming an updated daily routine with the boys where you guys will be able to better see how I run our days. And so I think I'm going to film that this week. That will be Monday's upload, and if not Monday's, it will be next Friday's upload. Moving on to development. Again, if you guys are caught up with vlogs, you know that the boys are taking some steps. I did address it with the pediatrician that the boys were still more leaning towards crawling predominantly than walking, but Ben is getting there. He is showing so much improvement in his walking, and Jack is actually doing really well at standing up from a sitting, squatting position, which they weren't doing before this week, but he's been obsessed with doing that. And she said, you know, they're showing signs of walking. They're showing that they have an interest in walking. It's not like they're not walking at all. And she said if by 18 months they're not walking, we will be candidates for an occupational therapy. But I really think it's going to happen before then because, like I said, they're showing really great improvement in walking. Ben, throughout the day, will just decide to take some steps if he's holding on to like this toy or the couch or the little baby gate that we have over here. He will let go and take 3 or 4 steps before he falls over. Jack will take about 1 or 2, but like I said, Jack will get himself standing up like he is right now, completely not holding on to me, and do like 1 or 2 steps. If the the boys don't have socks on, I find that they walk more. And if they don't have pants on, I find that they walk more. Last night, we had stripped them down to their diapers before we were doing bedtime, and we were up there. I was sitting up there with them outside of like our bedrooms, and that is all wood floor up there. And I think because the wood floor hurts their knees, they're more inclined to want to walk. And both of them were standing, taking steps. They were doing really, really well. So I think within the next few weeks, the boys are going to start leaning more towards the walking side and the curling side of things, especially with the weather warming up. Today it's actually supposed to be pretty warm in New York. It's supposed to be like 70 to 80, and we're going to have a play date with a friend, and I'm going to put them in shorts so that their knees are exposed and see if they'll be more inclined to walk. I think once they're in shorts more often, they're going to want to walk, because like I said, it hurts their knees to crawl when they don't have like any padding or clothing on them. I got a question about what words the boys can say. The boys can say about 4 to 5 words, and aside from the distinct words that they can say, they babble all day long, talking to each other, talking to me, talking to themselves, just talking here or there. Jackie, don't put the whole thing in your mouth, please. Thank you. Are you reading a book, baby? You're so sweet. Ben's over there reading a book. Yeah, so words I can say. Mama was their first word way back at like 8 months old maybe. So they can say mama, dada, and then my grandma, who I call Mo, that's not actually her name, but I call her Mo. They call her Lala, and they can call her that. Go is like their favorite word. You have probably seen in a few vlogs where they will tell me that they want to go somewhere, either if it's outside of the playpen, outside. I think in our last vlog, I will link that for you guys, we were standing at the door and Jack said go, because he wanted to go outside, so I took him outside. So go is a great word that they can say. But aside from that, like I said, they babble so much, and it's actually crazy how much they can understand. You don't really realize how much they can understand because they can't speak it back to you. But last night, Jack was playing with his blankie downstairs, and I kept saying, where's Blanky? Can you bring Blanky to mommy? And he was able to find him and bring him over to me. It was actually really cool to see. So our word development is, you know, increasing. I really want to try and introduce flashcards to them. And I mean, I talk to them all day long, so I know that they're exposed to language and people speaking, but I really would like to increase their word count in the next few months. Okay, so more on development. The boys absolutely love to climb, whether it be on the couch. Ben can actually get on the couch all by himself without assistance. Jack still needs some assistance, and Ben can get down off the couch without assistance, which is great. So they love to climb on the couch, up the stairs. That's like their favorite thing to do. And recently Ben has been trying to climb onto our entertainment piece, which is not that great or safe. I have to tell him no, but they do. What happened, baby? Go get the toy. Good job. They do have really big emotions, as you can hear. Since they're unable to communicate when they get frustrated like this, it usually ends in them screaming and throwing a little bit of a fit, but I try and, you know, tell them, it's okay, Benny, you're frustrated? Frustrations? Here, do you want this one? Look, would this make you happy? There you go. I just try and tell them that they're frustrated so they understand the emotions that they're feeling, and like I just did, redirect his attention. But like I was saying, climbing they absolutely love. That's a great thing with development. They have very strong legs. They love to climb. Jack loves to jump in his bed. It is the cutest thing ever. And now moving on to interests of the boys. I wanted to include some of the boys' interests because I think it really shows you guys the difference in their personality. So for Jack, he's obsessed with instruments. I swear he's gonna be a drummer or some sort of musician. Everyone around us says that he loves to drum on things. He'll like bang on the couch like this. He'll bang on the floor. We have a drum that he will bang on. He is obsessed with instrument. And Ben, like I said before, he was reading a book. Baby. It's all right. Benny does not like Jack touching him. If Ben's not in the mood to play or be touched, he absolutely hates it. So that's what that was. But like I was saying, Jack loves instruments, and Ben loves books. I find him just over there flipping through the pages of a book, laughing at the book, pointing at things on the page, talking to himself. Of course, I do read books to them, but it's great to see them independently, like holding a book and reading through a book. It's so cute. So he loves his books. Jack is really attached to his blankie. He is obsessed with it, and he actually tries to steal Ben's blankie. He loves to have one in each hand. So we did go ahead and order a second blankie for Jack. And something that Ben's really attached to is his sleep sack, which is going to be so sad when we have to take it away from them once they outgrow it. But I think then he would get more attached. It's okay. It's okay. You're all right, baby. I think then he'll get more attached to his blankie, but he loves his sleep sack. So because we ordered Jack another blankie, we ordered Benny another sleep sack so that he didn't feel left out. To close off this video, I'm going to try and share with you guys how we tell the boys apart. This has to be our most asked question, and I actually played a little game over on my Instagram last night where I uploaded a single picture of the babies. They were pretty young in all these pictures, so they were more difficult to tell the boys apart, and I played Is It Jack or Ben? And you guys, a lot of you were still stumped, even after I try and point it out in vlogs and everything. And I just think, to me, they look so different because I'm with them all the time. Family members still get them mixed up. My mom still gets them mixed up. So don't feel bad if you can't tell them apart, but I do get asked a lot how we do tell them apart. And the one sole answer every single time is Ben's chubby cheeks. Ben is just a chubbier, rounder baby. His face is definitely more round. Jack's face is a little bit more heart-shaped. His chin kind of points down a little bit more, especially when he's smiling. But Ben all around has the super round face. Do you want to show them? Go say hi. Look. What are you doing, Mama? Show them your round face. Show them. Show them. No, you want to watch the TVs? Okay, here you go. So Ben has the super round face. I'm going to try and insert a clip or a picture of the boys side by side so you guys can kind of see after I say these things. But Ben has the round face. Jack has a little bit more of a heart-shaped face. Jack also is slender and slimmer and taller, which is hard to tell if the boys aren't right next to each other. And if you know Harris and I, or you can look at me and you can look at Harris, Jack is such a spitting image of Harris. Ben looks so much like me, but like I said, if you don't know us, it's kind of hard to use that as a telltale sign. Ben also has a birthmark forming on his neck. It's been getting a little bit darker recently. It's like a big like blob like this on his neck, but it's not super dark. That's a great way to tell. And sadly, another way to tell is Jack's flat head. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that Jack has a little bit of a flat head, and it's nothing of concern. We've taken him to the pediatrician and neurosurgeon. We've gotten multiple opinions, and none of them said that there needed to be any form of intervention, and we're completely fine with it. We love him the way he is. It doesn't cause any damage to their brain. It's more of a cosmetic thing. But if you look at his head, it's a little bit more flat, so you can tell them apart that way. But the biggest telltale sign of telling them apart is Ben's chubby cheeks. Everyone says like, oh, the cheeks. Aside from that, personalities. Jack is more independent. Ben is a huge mama's boy. He cries if I am not in sight anywhere we go. Jack is more easily distracted. He is, I would say they're both equally silly. I think that Jack is more verbal than Ben. Ben seems to be more like agile, trying to climb, trying to walk with things like that. Jack is more verbal and he likes to chatter more. Jack loves to wrestle Ben. He is a huge wrestle rough player. Ben hates it. Like I said, if he doesn't want to be touched by Jack, he hates it if Jack gets near him. He's more of a cuddly baby. Benny loves to cuddle me and sit on my lap. Right? Oh, whoa, whoa. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I honestly think this went pretty well with the boys today. They were pretty calm. We just got back from little car rides. Maybe they're relaxed. But I am going to insert some of my favorite little Snapchat videos and memories like I used to do on my updates. I didn't do it for their 1 year update because I did post that like 1 year compilation video, but I'm going to post some of our favorite memories over the past few months at the end of this video. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram if you're not, to play more of Is It Jack or Ben. I definitely want to do that more often on my Instagram since you guys seem to enjoy it. But that is it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that being said, we will see you in our next video. Are you eating Mama's string? Say bye. Look at the camera. You don't see it today because Mama hid it. Also, for you guys wondering about their long hair, we are contemplating cutting it. Up until this point, Harris really didn't want to cut the boy's hair, but I've kind of convinced him that it needs to be cut. Oh, there's Benny walking. Good job, baby. So we are contemplating cutting their hair. I appreciate all the comments of you guys saying to get it out of their faces. I also agree it's not good for them to have in their face, but we just love their long hair. So if we can train it to stay to the side, we will be cutting it. Say bye-bye, Benny. Say bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye, guys. Hey, high five. Yay! High five. No, give me a high five again. High five. High five. Yeah! High five. Yeah! Good one, high five. Whoa. Sit up and dance. La 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 la. Bless you. Jackie. La 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 la. Yeah, get it. Jack, what is that? A water bottle, yeah? Aw, kiss. Suck it up. Go. Good job. Ah! Ah, only two? Good jumping. Oh, we're gonna dance. La 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 la. Jump.
Parents First Community. Join us now.
What? Good job, Jackie. Good. Oh, uh-oh. That's okay. Come to Mama's. Good job, Jackie. Wow. Good job, Jackie.